Hey, this is Sam Black with my second match with Abzan Mastery. I'm on the play here. With a lot of temples and a Thoughtseizing Raptor. I'm going to keep this hand mostly on the strength of having 4 Temple of Melodies. While I need a white source in theory, I definitely want to minimize the lands I draw at this point, and white is my lightest color by far, so I can play the game for quite a while without white mana. So I'm going to bottom this. That's not the best hand or deck to have this hand against. This is gonna not end well, I think. I'm gonna take a lot of damage, but I think I have to get rid of this heel cutter and hope that Raptor can somehow save me. Since my opponent can play 2 creatures next turn no matter what I do. Still don't want lands. Well, that's not bad. I'll play the Raptor first. There's an argument for playing the Courser first. No, my opponent has Wild Slash, so it's a worse blocker. I'm going to play the Raptor. I don't want the Courser to get killed. I need it for the life gain. So if I block Lightning Berserker and my opponent Wild Slashes me, I take 2, 4, 6, 9, 12. Well, that's horrendous, but I guess that means I should block this instead. If he spends the 1 and holds the Wild Slash, then I don't take the extra damage here, and then I only take 2, 3, 6, 9. That's quite a bit better. And I do think I want the Raptor to stay alive or eat a Wild Slash. So this is how I'll block. That's good too. So if I play Courser and gain 1, my opponent's hand is Lightning Berserker, so I would go to 6. These are going to be 2s. The Lightning Berserker is going to be a 3 or 4. I'd have to block the Lightning Berserker and take 5. Too many cards would kill me from there. I'm going to play the Rhino. I gain 1 less life, but I get more life now and a better blocker. Now Lightning Berserker comes down, and so these guys each have 4 power. And this is... Am I exactly dead? Was that the perfect card? Block here and take 7. Okay, I guess I'm not dead, but I'm also not winning. I can play Courser and go to 2, but my opponent has 5 attackers and I only have 2 blockers, so I'm dead. Alright, things get quite a bit better after sideboarding. I get to bring in 2 Swords of Righteousness, Ultimate Price, and 3 Drown in Sorrows. And if I want, I can bring in Crux of Fate. I get to cut, clunkier removal. My creatures are actually pretty good for blocking. I obviously don't want Thoughtseize. And so my last slots, I think, are either Survivalists, Downfalls, Duress, or a case could be made for Crux of Fate. Survivalist is good against quite a few potential sideboard cards, but so is Duress. I think I'm going to keep my curve low and bring in the 2 Duresses. I do not know if that's right. If my opponent shows me some Hall of Triumphs or Outpost Sieges, I might switch to Survivalists for Game 3. A case could also be made for Downfall, obviously, but I think it's pretty expensive and I have a lot of ways to spend 3 mana. Hidden Dragonslayer is a card that I could cut, but I think it's fine to just play it face up in this matchup. So this is what I'll play. I'm going to keep this on the strength of Drown in Sorrow. Looking for lands, especially white, but any will do. I have to put this on the bottom. Once I get to 3 mana, I'll be happy either way. Alright, really all comes down to whether I draw my land next turn. Likely good enough. I think I actually have stuff to do with my mana and I just want to naturally draw lands. I'm going to bottom this. Drown here. If my opponent has a Wild Slash to save the Swift Spear, it'll be a little annoying, but I definitely want this. And now we get to start dropping rhinos and things actually start to look pretty good. I'm going to get a green because I want to have double green without pain. You don't really need double white. It's possible that I should have Dress Raptor there. Yeah, I regret not playing Duress and Raptor. So the blocker doesn't do anything because of Heel Cutter. If I think I'm going to play Duress, hope to hit. Alright, got something. Now I have to decide if I want to play the Raptor that won't block or the Den Protector that won't block. And I think I should play the Den Protector. So now, if I flip the Den Protector and Bioblight, I die. If I Mastery and flip the Den Protector, I die. If I Siege Rhino, I have 2 blockers, I don't die. If I Whisperwood, I have 3 blockers, one of them can't block, that's 2 blockers. I technically live, and I start building a board where I might be able to play Mastery and gain life and get out of it. There are plenty of things that kill me if I take that line, but I think it might have the best chance of getting me to a board state where I actually win. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Whisperwood. I don't know for sure that it's right, but I think it is. Dead to any haste spell or any burn, which is a lot of things, but if I get to untap, things actually start to look pretty good. Okay, so Siege Rhino puts me to 4, Mastery, and then Manifest, and then Flip puts me to 4. And I think is ultimately better. Well, Rhino gets me an extra blocker and puts me to 4. I guess I'll play Rhino. I think this is pretty equal. I definitely want to manifest this. Okay, so next turn I get to play Mastery and flip 2 Den Protectors and gain 1,000,000 life. So I can't possibly lose if I get to untap. So even though it looks safe to attack with Whisperwood, I'm just not going to attack. The 4 damage is completely meaningless. I basically just need my opponent to not have Stoke here. Again, attacking there would have been totally safe, but don't think it matters. And now, let's just get out of range. Okay, great. I don't think I saw anything that really makes me want to change where I'm at. Duress wasn't great, but I think that was partially my fault. I should have played it earlier. A case could be made for Utter End to answer Heel Cutter, but it's really expensive. I guess Hero's Downfall answers Heel Cutter at a not horrendous rate. I may have gone too low on instant speed removal. This is probably fine. And I have Drown again, and this time I'm on the draw. This guy still, I think I'm a pretty big favorite to get to cast this Drown and then win the game, so I'll keep. That doesn't let me cast my Courser, but it does let me cast Drown, so I will keep it. Forest is great. Could certainly still lose this game, especially if my opponent passes with an instant and then can save the Swift Spears. I also might just be too low at this point. I guess 8 is plenty of life as long as my opponent doesn't have like a Wild Slash here. Great. I think I'm still happy drawing lands. I have plenty of spells, and I don't want to miss any land drops. Getting Whisperwood online quickly is good. So I can't play Courser before playing land because I don't have double green in play. So let's play this, and I guess I play Courser anyway. That's not good. Three, and now my reasonable options are either Whisperwood, going to 2, then I'd have 3 blockers. He could make one of them not block, I'd have 2 blockers and I would live. Or I could cast Den Protector face up and then downfall the Goblin. I think that's better. Because I take no damage this way. But it does make it take longer for me to get to the... Alright, well, that was beating me either way. And that's the match.